Welcome back. We are here on New Year's Eve. Now that we just had Harvest Fest, we are having no, it's not Harvest Fest. Well, we did have Harvest Fest, and then we had Winter Fest, and now it is New Year's Eve. So we are just going to decorate for New Year's Eve. I did have to take off the decorations that are currently on there and then put New Year's Eve decorations up. But of course, it tried to show me these decorations, and there are none because we don't have anything. Our house is just a gray blob, and all my Sims hate it. So I'm sorry, but that's just the way life is. They're going to have to suffer for a little longer. So we have Mira and Bellamy chatting here. I am trying to think about how I'm going to kill Marcus. That is definitely a thing on my radar. And we are going to try and get it so that my Sims aren't so miserable. So I just add a really cheap flooring and a really cheap wallpaper to these rooms that they've been using. And I just did put in the basement because I wanted to know where I was going to put the staircase for the basement. It didn't occur to me yet what the plan was for that. So I am just adding a staircase in the basement and then just a little balcony in the front here. I don't know, I thought it would look nice, but I'm not sold on it yet. But anyway, we are then going to extend. I don't have enough money for anything else. I just really don't. I don't even have enough money to outline this house. So I'm just going to take out the floor, make this a little like, make it open to the floor below, and then we'll have Bellamy's room off to the side there. I'm not sure that I'm going to leave Bellamy's room there, but we'll come back to it. The second floor is not even close to how it's going to be. So we are just spending 1,000 simoleons on children's stuff so that we can work on Amira's aspiration of successful lineage. And now she needs to read to a child for 2 hours and also socialize with her child 10 times. And I realize that we don't have a bookshelf because I deleted the bookshelf when I moved all their stuff over. So we have to buy a new bookshelf. And here we go. We're going to get a kid's book out so that we can read to Bellamy, and she is going to do that, and it's very poorly decorated, so she's uncomfortable. They're just always uncomfortable. I wonder if I should have just put everything in one room and then decorated that room. I don't know. It's hard to say because I want to put things in the rooms where they're going to be. So I don't know. Anyway, she's reading to Bellamy and has met her New Year's Eve things. So that is good. And also, we are going to be house poor for a while, but we're going to have to find some Sims to steal money from or find a way to make money. Actually, you know what? Amira is almost at 5,000 satisfaction points. And you know what that means? It means a money tree. So hopefully we'll be able to buy a money tree really soon, and then we can start raking in the dough from that and not have to worry about how expensive this house is going to be, because let me tell you, it's already huge and it's only one floor. I'm planning on having a basement and a second floor where all the kids' rooms are. So anyway, we have Amira continuing to try to read to Bellamy. Here's the problem. She gets the book on the entire other side of the house. Then they come all the way over to this side of the house and to read the book. And then as soon as she's done with the book, she wants to go put the book away way back on that side of the house. And then she has to come all the way over here. It's just, anyway, it's taking forever, and she won't not put the book away when I tell her to. Also, I was going to try to put up some pictures, and I know that Marcus, his time is coming to an end because I wanted to, but I don't know. He doesn't deserve a place on the wall, so we're just going to accept that. And here we are. She is reading. The book is glitching. You can see the book on the ground there. It looks kind of like a bird, actually. But anyway, so she's read to her child for 2 hours. Now they need to socialize with each other 10 times. Also not too difficult. This aspiration has a get a child to the top of a career and complete an aspiration along with it. So I think we may need to switch aspirations part of the way through and then come back to this when Bellamy's a little older. So that's definitely something to consider. Also because I don't know. I'm kind of thinking painting next because I kind of want to put up paintings of all the people in their house. Like but I want a painting of Amira too. So I'm gonna have two Sims have painting skills. Maybe I'll set someone's painting skill really high so that they can paint a picture of Amira and then set it back because that is cheating. But I want a picture of her and I want her to, um, maybe paint pictures of her children too. That would be nice if, like, along that front hallway there or something, that there were pictures of the family members, not like spouses and stuff. Marcus can go die. But I have been looking at floor plans for like castles and mansions and stuff. So I think that a lot of them have galleries. So we could have a gallery. Gallery could be fun. A little gallery of family paintings. Just a thought. But anyway, we are still trying to kill Marcus. It's just really not working. I don't know how to get rid of him. And Zoe keeps calling, our friend Zoe. So we are going to. What are we going to do? Oh, we're going to work on whims. That's what we're going to do. So she needs to get to 5,000 in order for us to get a money tree. So here we go. We are just working on, we just did a whim or two and got to 5,000. And now we are going to plant the money tree. I'm so excited about this. They do take a little while to mature, but they are so worth the points, let me tell you. If you watch my other Let's Play, oh my gosh, and if we get a spellcaster, we can duplicate the money tree. That would be lovely. I'm so excited about that. I mean, I want Amira to do a lot of stuff, but I don't know how long we're going to be able to keep her. I think I want her to be immortal. Right now, I don't want to let her go, but that's something for us to think about. Her needs are getting really low. I'm just not taking care of her because I'm like, go to the money tree. But anyway, we have her. She needs a shower. She needs to use the bath. Not really use the bathroom. She was hungry and tired. Everyone's tired all the time. I mean, Marcus is really not doing well, but he's also annoying me because I can't kill him. So I just popped him into one of these rooms without a door. I'm like, sorry, go starve. So Amira is just eating something, and then we're going to get her in the shower, bathroom, bed, just the usual order of operations here. He peed himself. That's fine. He can clean it up. That's his life now, that little tiny room. So there is that. Actually, I should add another doorway on the left side. Anyway, so Amira is going to go to bed, and Marcus can't sleep because there's no bed. So we're just going to move a little faster here because I can't fast forward through them sleeping because Marcus is not asleep. And then Amira is going to head off to work. So this is really exciting. We are going to keep working on her career because once she gets to level 10, it's going to be very good for us. And then I am going to buy Bellamy a violin. So the reason is because Amira's, what's it called? Aspiration calls for her child to get a max skill in something. So I was like, you know what? Bellamy's going to be a musician now. That is what I have decided for her. She's going to become a musician. So we have gotten her a violin. So she is going to start learning how to play the violin, and that is going to be her thing. And Amira is going to get a part of her aspiration taken care of by her child having a max skill. She also needs her child to have an A in school. So Bellamy is going to have to start working on her homework because she hasn't done homework, I think, since the time she became a child. So there is that. But we are just waiting for Amira to get up to the next level of her career. And she is very uncomfortable because the house is so poorly decorated. But our money tree is doing okay. And we are going to have Bellamy work on her violin skill while Amira works on her needs. So that is something that actually Bellamy can do to work on Amira's aspiration while Amira's not doing anything. So we are just doing that. She is not so good at the violin yet, but I am compulsively checking the money tree. And Bellamy is starting to get hungry, so we are going to have to stop practicing in just a moment, but that's okay. And we are waiting for Marcus to die. He's just not dying. Look at how bad his needs are, and he's still not dying. So I'm like, you know what, Marcus? I'm going to take care of that for you. So we are going to have him die of hunger. He's close enough anyway. I don't care because this guy just will not pass away. So he actually pees himself, then passes out, and then dies of hunger. So he is now officially dead. Of course, he like kind of glitched and got stuck there for some reason. So I had to reset him, and the Grim Reaper got stuck halfway in between a wall there. So I don't know what was going on there, but we are going to just cheat their needs because everybody's falling apart right now. And we are going to reset Marcus because he's stuck somehow. So there is that. Goodbye. Goodbye, Marcus. And we didn't get to keep his gravestone. And his ghost keeps calling. But you know what? It's okay because we will have plenty of opportunity to woohoo with the ghost, as is one of the achievements later. There are some achievements that I know I'm not going to be able to use Amira for, or I can use her for, but not um I don't know. Like there's one where I have a household only full of ghosts, like a household of 8 Sims that are all ghosts. So that's a tough one because I don't want Amira to die. And also I don't want to have a household full of ghosts. There's also ones where you live in an apartment and I'm building her this nice house, so we might need to follow some of her children, but there's also one that is have 10 generations of 10 unique households. And I think that one is going to require us to not be with Amira and her household. So that's a tough one. But we do need to get to 100 generations of a household. So there is that. But I don't know. We'll see. We can make this household the 100 generations one if we want. And I think for that, I'm going to have to turn on short lifespan because let me tell you, that is not going to work. It is just not going to work on normal lifespan. I will be here for the rest of my life trying to get someone to 100 generations. So there is that. Plus, the save file would be huge. I mean, think about it. The family tree breaks after like 10. 100 is a lot. It's way too many. But we will work on it somehow. So then I'm thinking to myself, I liked having Marcus around because it was another sim to help out around the house. And also, we need a sim to work on miscellaneous stuff. So I was like, you know what? Let's invite Zoe over. Our friend Zoe. Let's invite her. So I keep trying to invite her over, but she keeps sleeping anyway. So then we finally invite her over, and I'm like, Zoe, why don't you move in with us? We're good friends, our good friend Zoe. So she is going to invite Zoe to come move in with us. And they are very happy about it. I don't know why Zoe's angry. She doesn't know why she's angry either. And so I'm like looking at this household, and I'm like, oh, there's some children in this household. So we steal some money from them, and then I'm looking at Zoe's family tree because I'm like, are we gonna have to pay child support? Yes. She's a kid. So anyway, we're having her quit her job because she's gonna do what I want her to do, and we're inviting over her kid because you know what? He's gonna live with us. He's gonna live with us because we're not paying child support. His dad can pay child support, although it doesn't say that he has a dad on the family tree. Anyway, so we are just going to add him to his family because we cannot just tell a toddler, we can't ask a toddler to move in with us. So we're going to add him to the family. Welcome to the family. And now Zoe and is it Bronson live with us. So we are going to have to make another bedroom here. And I was thinking about where to put it, but I want to put it upstairs because I want to put it where it's supposed to go. So um, what are we doing? We are going to make another bedroom up here and then put the toddler bed in it. So there we go. Just putting one on the opposite side from where little Bellamy's is. And a door. Let's start moving a little faster because this is, yeah. So anyway, we now have a toddler room upstairs and we are going to have Zoe join the business career. Business is one of the careers that doesn't really have a aspiration attached to it. So we're going to do that. And then we are going to have her work on the career. She doesn't even know why she's angry. She's just angry. So anyway, it is rebate day. And that's sad for us because we don't really have money. Or I don't really want to spend money. You have to spend like 500 simoleons on one item in order to get the rebate. So I was like, All right, well, let's find something to buy because I want the rebate. I want the successful holiday. Also, the kid is making a mess. I invite you into my home and you put paint on the floor. So, anyway, so we are actually going to buy another bed, is what we're going to do, because now that Zoe has moved in with us, we do need another bed. So, we're going to put this bed upstairs, and then we're going to buy a fancy bed for Amira. And I wanted to buy her a bed that I'll actually use for her. I didn't want to buy it and then have to get rid of it later. So, I'm just checking the swatches on some of these beds. And we're going to go with a nice blue color, actually. And, I don't really know what the theme of this house is. I think the theme is going to be like spa day pastels, maybe like modern with the glass and stuff, but also colorful. I'm really not sure. But anyway, we do need to do a few things around the house. Everyone is asleep, basically, but we are going to check on the money tree. Look, it's sprouting. And Zoe is going to clean out the fridge. She actually has a fancy wok, which is nice. But we are going to have Amira sleeping and Bellamy sleeping. Everyone's asleep. Everyone's tired. And Zoe is in the bathroom. Where it's like, get out of the bathroom. And then the toddler just stands there. So we are going to send Bellamy to get something to eat. And our rebate day is successful. So that's good. I think that maybe, should we work on the outside of the house first? I mean, we should probably, if we're going to work on the outside of the house, we should finish outlining the second floor at least, because, I mean, for obvious reasons, we need to outline it if we're going to put roofs on it and stuff. So there is that. And I am just going to have Amira help Bellamy with her homework. That is part of her aspiration. Help your child with their homework 3 times. And then the other two things, get an A and get to a max skill, are things that Bellamy is going to have to work on herself. And then, but Bellamy's tired, so she's going to go to bed. But I think that we have a pretty good plan going here. I think that it's going to be good. It was actually really interesting how many of the Sims websites are out of date, like missing stuff from different packs. But even the achievements section is missing stuff from packs. Like, it says skills, but it doesn't have all of the skills there. So, I don't know. And the new pack is coming out soon, so we're going to have to add to it, actually. There's no new aspirations, as far as I understand it, with the paranormal pack, but there is, a new career and new skills. So we will check those out as well. I'm actually going to check those out on my other Let's Play first. So there is that. And we are going to continue to work with this Let's Play. I'm going to be working on at least up until the new pack comes out, because I didn't want to start the next generation of my Clark Let's Play without. Um, I wanted to have the next generation have to do with the paranormal stuff, so I am saving that for right now. But we are making this our priority for this week anyway. Bellamy is going to continue to work on the violin. She's very sad that her father has passed. But you know what? I don't feel bad. So, and then I was like, why is Amira coming up here? But technically, she's still assigned this bed. So I have to assign her to her new bed. So that is good. And then the last thing we're going to do is we are going to age up this toddler. So basically, the toddler is 3 days away from becoming a child. And 3 is basically 2, and 2 is when you get the notification that their birthday is coming, and I call that just fine. So we are going to age up this toddler. And actually, you know what I was thinking? At first, I was going to have Zoe and Amira get together, and maybe they still will, but it might be useful to have Bellamy and Bronson get together, because then we have a built-in spouse for Bellamy, and Bellamy can, continue to work on getting the generations and stuff. So that's a good idea in my book. So we are going to think about that. I mean, they're still children, so there's no rush. And We are just here. Happy birthday to Bronson, and he is now a child and he's going to clean up after himself. So we are going into screenshots, and I only have two, so I will catch you guys next time.